The town of Agilhok in northern Mali is now under the control of Tuareg rebels. But during most of last year, this was the place where al-qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb set up base. Instructions by top commanders are still legible on the walls. Many of the recruits apparently didn't read or write. The walls were used as blackboards to teach the Arabic alphabet. Remnants of heavy artillery are scattered around the place. Guns mostly brought from Libya or taken from the Malian army. And these metal tubes were specially shaped and cut to be turned into giant bombs. Hundreds of smaller tubes were also locally made to be used as improvised explosive devices or IEDs. As this rebel officer explains, they fill the tubes with explosives, insert a long wire through this hole so they can detonate the device from a distance. In January, French bombers leveled these buildings to the ground. At the site of the bombing was found this poster that carries the name and logo of one of the affiliates of al-qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb. It's called the Movement for the Sons of the Sahara for Justice. It was the head of this group who led the hostage-taking operation in the town of In Aminas in southern Algeria last January. The town of Agilhok was also the place where al-qaeda began experimenting with its own interpretation of the Sharia law. The first and only case of stoning to death for adultery in the area took place here.
They dug a ditch here and brought the couple in a pickup. The woman took off her shoes and quietly stepped into the ditch. The man did the same, but they told him it's not necessary to take off his shoes. They started to throw stones on them. The public watched without participating, but I ran away because I couldn't bear to see it.
Like Salik, many people in the village are still trying to make sense of life under al-qaeda rule.
They gathered people in mosques to warn them against idle talk or fun. Their young recruits began to force their fathers to grow beards. Every month, they would take off your turban to see if you have a beard.
We used to control everything, even the size of the cloth we could put on like this.
People here are extremely poor and they feel forgotten. Their main struggle was for mere survival in this harshest of desert climates. The old live in perpetual toil for life's basics. The young search for bits and pieces of a world they perceive as better than their own, risking to be torn between foreign ideologies and forces at war with each other on their own soil. Mohammed Val, Al Jazeera, Agilhok, northern Mali.